Okay, we're back. Ah, yes, I have to say, the food here was spectacular. I love that they give you so much meat. Though, I thought my gut would have exploded the first time I saw it. Ha 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 ha. Yep, we've been through that. What do you say, son? Indeed, yes it is. But the look on your face, I say you're already feeling it. You're not going to make it in this line of work without a big old stomach, son. Pauline's father. Haha. I'm a huge fan of this country's food. One taste and you'll never forget it. I like to bring the entire cuisine back with me if I could. This is the first time we've seen you in how long? And you're talking about food. Oh, this is the mother. The first thing you asked when you arrived was, is this restaurant by the seaside still open, for goodness sakes? Your heart is made out of stone. What? Would you prefer we discuss the mundane? Why won't we talk about the market developments and our spice inventory? That's not what I mean. That's not what I meant. It's hot. My parents' relationship is on thin ice, and the air feels like it's on fire. It's much too hot. My dad loves his seaside restaurants. It's actually specialized in fish, but he always asks for meat. Fish is a meat. Though always isn't very often. He's out of the country most of the time, so we rarely get to eat together as a family. For that reason, I can usually put up with his little heat for the family gathering. And silence. Today, however, is awkward. Go on, son, diggin'. You can't find food like this good back at home. As you say. Every course the table is lined with is meat. Even I'm starting to feel heavy in the gut. Is this Pauline narrating, right? At this time I might turn into meat myself. I mean, you're made from meat. Made out of meat, but okay. What kind of meat would I turn into though? Human meat. I guess beef maybe. If the meal keeps on like this. Just how much food are you planning to order? I can't believe you. Why did I ever marry you? Come now, we're out as a family. You can stand to be a little bit more pleasant. Oh my god. And who do you think is making me unpleasant? Oh my god. No. From time to time our eyes meet, but every time they do we both avert our gaze. This goes on throughout the meal. My father invited him to lunch. My dad introduced him as his right-hand man, so I assume he is also a traitor. His eyes are somewhat narrow, his posture perfectly upright. He looks very no nonsense and that's not especially affable. Frankly, he kinda scares me. Hey Dad, are we going anywhere after lunch? I figured since we're all together, maybe we could take a walk or visit someplace out of town. Yes. Actually, I got a letter to write after this. A letter to one of the big wings back home. And I'm planning to head straight back to the trading post. Oh, okay. Can't say I'm especially surprised. What do you want me to do? It's work, and it has to be done. If I could get an audience with him in person, maybe this wouldn't be necessary, but that's not possible. So I have no choice but to write a long, long letter. Oh my god. Oh yes, Pauline. If you're going on a walk, bring him along. I'm sure he's tired of putting up with me day in and day out. What? Oh no, Hold on now. Could you please leave Pauline out of this? She has things she needs to do, too. What's the big deal? You want to know about an area? Ask someone who lives there. That's the best way to learn. Besides, you'll stick out like a sore thumb wandering around your own son. Wait, what? Wandering around your own son. But I couldn't. You don't mind, do you, Pauline? Not at all. God, you're the most inconsiderate man. Mom says, then leans in to whispers to me. Listen to me. Do not let your guard down around a foreign man. My father is, a matter of fact, a foreigner. Oh. And the man he brought to lunch is from the same country. This is a park. Indeed it is. It is a park. Nice. Great conversation we're having. My assignment to show this man around town is, to be honest, going quite horribly. This is a park. No, just no. Couldn't you come up with anything better, Pauline? But I don't know anything about the history of this park. In fact, I don't know much of anything about this town history. I just sort of walk around every day, not really paying as much mind. Wouldn't someone more knowledgeable make a better guide? I can't do it. Don't ask me to do this. Don't ask this of me. Also, he doesn't talk very much, and he got a particularly stern look on his face. He really does scare me. Don't worry, Mom. Your daughter won't mistakenly fall for a foreigner. That's a lie. At any rate, regardless of how I feel, I am still technically his guide. I gotta try a little harder. Though I know it won't be easy. And then, there's a fountain. There is indeed a fountain. There's a fountain again. No, seriously, Pauline. He has eyes. I'm sorry, I'm not much of a guide. Maybe my dad could show you around instead. No, don't worry about it. I think you're doing just fine. In fact, I'm sorry you got roped into this. I doubt you much enjoy having to walk around town. Besides, someone like me. What? No, that's not it at all. Oh, is that so? I'm glad to hear it. Here's the idea. Rather than guide me, how about this? Why don't you show me what you usually do? The places you normally go. Do you really want to see that? I prefer to see the town through the eyes of our residents. To see it for what it is instead of what makes good sightseeing. Alright then, I often get ham sandwiches from the shop near here. Having lunch on the wall by the fountain is the most wonderful thing. Look over there, you see the butcher shop, and there's the bakery next to it. I buy bread from the bakery, bring it to the butcher to get a few slices of ham and put it on the bread. Yes, that's how you make it. Okay. It's absolutely to die for. But you had such a huge lunch. I'm not getting one right now. I also, please don't think I'm a carnivorous as my dad. As carnivorous as my dad. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply such a thing. Jeez. Wait, hold on. Did he just smile? He did, and it was a small one, but he did. He can actually smile. Being human, that should be obvious, but it's kinda strange seeing him do it. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get along even just for a little bit. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Sure, go right ahead. Could you tell me about your home country? I've asked Dad, but he won't tell me very much. Come on, how about it? I'm really curious. He probably doesn't know very much himself. What? About his own homeland? Some don't. What do you... About that fountain, I'd like to get a closer look at it. At the spot you say that you like to sit. Okay. What was that just now? Did he just dodge my question? Yep. Is there something that he doesn't want me to get into? From this angle, it looks like the fountain is on top of the ocean. Ah, yeah, it does. It does. If you want, we could go to the beach. It's a straight walk from here. No, I like this view. The sea is a pretty color here. You can clearly see the white of the fountain upon it. The sea is a different color than the fountain. It is. In fact, the sea is often changing colors itself. But out on the water, it can be easily overlooked. It can be the color of emerald, or deep blue like sapphire, or almost black like obsidian. The sea has a face, and with it many expressions. I'd like to see that. Maybe I ask Dad and get him to take me out on the ship. You have quite the adventurous spirit. Not very many women will say they want to ride on a ship. You think? I want to go everywhere I haven't seen before. I want to see for myself that the world extends beyond this town. That's a fine ambition. Hopefully the time will come when someone can have access to a ship with relative ease. He actually smiles quite a bit, I guess. And we seem to be talking pretty comfortably too. He's a lot more friendly than he looks. He appears almost noble the way he looks out at sea, his gaze steadfast and unwavering. Oh dear, that was close. He almost deceived me. He's a foreign man and I am simply his guide. You mustn't think you've grown close to him just because you were able to hold a brief conversation. By the way, pardon me, yes. That outfit you're wearing. Oh, yes, is absolutely splendid. My dad bought it back for me. It's of particular design with an unusual accessories. The moment I saw it, I said, oh my. Oh my, I said. It's so pretty, I want to show it off to everyone. I see. Oh, it's just so magnificent. He actually has a decent taste for clothing. I guess he has more than that head of his than meat. More in his head than just meat. Actually, I brought that outfit back. Huh? When I heard I was going to meet my boss's daughter, I thought it would be best if I brought some type of gift. So I had a tailor imitate the style of my homeland. I am delighted it's to your liking. Hold on a second. Yes. So I was saying these colors I'm fawning over were given to me by you, and you have them made for me. Indeed. And completely oblivious, I am here wearing them now. More precisely, you've been wearing them since lunch. Why didn't you say something before? This is humiliating. I want to bury my head in the sand. But I thought you liked them. I do indeed, but having never met you, I wasn't sure what colors you like, but I was relieved to see that you're wearing them. They look nice on you. He says with a smile. He's always standing up perfectly straight. He always looking stern and no nonsense. He's kinda scares me, but he's a gentleman. I'm going to change. What? I'm going to change! I'll be back in 5 seconds. You wait there. 5 seconds is infeasible, though. Oh God, help me, Mom. I really need your help. Because my heart just skipped a beat. For a foreign man. What was the purpose of that story? Oh, is that so? Very well then. Oh no, thank you for the information. I really appreciate it. And don't worry about me, I'll keep safe. Goodbye. Shortly before I arrived at the village, a beast appeared. It killed a number of villagers and then disappeared. Ever since then, the village hasn't been itself. There's a cloud of gloom hovering over it, a fear visible in everyone's eyes. At first I thought their fear was of the beast returning, but that's not quite right. There's trouble with the beasts. Are, in fact, still ongoing. Ah, Jeffy. Hey. I hear you were asking about the beast. Yeah. Talking about the beast is taboo. People are going to push you away even harder now. Though I guess you are leaving in a few days. People are going missing. Your beast problem is still going on, isn't it? After asking around, I'm beginning to piece things together. When the beast first appeared, you chased it away. However, lately, the beast came back killing villagers. After that, the beast disappeared, but the villagers began disappearing too. Once a week, sometimes someone would just be gone. And even as the weeks passed, none of them ever returned. The people of the village think that the beast is responsible. They think it's kidnapping the villagers. That's right, the village is under the beast's curse. So you're better off forgetting about this place and the savage beast that dwells nearby. You don't belong in a place like this. Go back to your hometown where it's peaceful. That is the kind of life you deserve. Javi. What? I want you to be honest with me about something. Where does... I won't tell you. Why not? They told me that you would know where the beast is, Javi. I heard it from the other villagers that you once chased the beast. Sure you didn't mishear them? You sure you didn't mishear them? No, I'm positive. You know where the beast ran off to, where his hideaway is. You chased after it, found its den, and then you came back. That's what I heard. Didn't you? Why did you keep that from me? When you told me about the beast, I asked you to tell me everything you knew, Jabby. But you brushed me off. You said you didn't know anything. That said, I should talk to someone else. Said that I should talk to someone else, when in reality you knew more about it than anyone else. Tell me why. Why did you hide that from me? What were you thinking? As you watched me frantically asking around the village for more information, you were enjoying yourself. Tell me, why are you always so mean to me? Shut the hell up. Like I could tell you. Like I could actually tell you that. What did the village tell you about me? Did it go something like this? That kid couldn't even take revenge for his parents. That he is a damn coward. I'm sure you heard that one plenty from everyone, and now you think that I'm a coward too. I don't. Yeah, it's true, I went after the beast. I chased it down the night it killed my parents. Hiding around back, I saw it slip into the forest. I went after it, chasing it until I reached its den. I despised that Bestial with everything I had. It murdered my mom and my dad. It murdered my friends, the kindly priest, every decent person in the town. I needed to get revenge for what it had done. It was my duty to bring retribution upon the beast that stole everything from me. So I tried to confront the Bestia. But I couldn't do it. Not only could I not stand up to it, as soon as it turned around, I saw its eyes. Its bloodshot eyes and black irises. I couldn't move. Jabby. Yeah, that's right, I was a coward. I watched it kill my parents. And even followed home. But I couldn't do anything. Anything except run, flee, scream, and terror. That was all I could do. Jagger, that doesn't make you a coward. If the beast was really that terrifying, but I was supposed to stand up to it. That was the rest of the village. That is what the rest of the village would have wanted. For someone to eradicate the Bestia. When I came back, having accomplished nothing, everyone was so harsh. You coward, what did you even go out there for? Constant ridicule. What right do they have to? If they really want him gone, they all could go together, and no one got that kind of courage left. They're all waiting for someone else to speak up. Someone to stand up and say, let's go kill that beast. But no one has the guts to take that initiative. It could have been me, but the moment that I fled back to the village in fear, I lost that qualification. You think that was just me being mean, huh? I didn't tell you where the beast dwells. You think that was just me harassing you. I've seen the beast. I know how scary it is. I know how dangerous it is. And you think I'll just tell you where it is? I know good and well what you were thinking. That the guy you're looking for might have been taken by him. And you want to go to his den to see if he's there. Knowing that, do you really think I'll tell you? If you go, you will... It kill you. You don't have any evidence anyways. Nothing that points to that guy being taken by the beast. But You don't need to put your life on the line for something like that, something so uncertain. Even if by some chance he was taken by the beast, there's no way he would be alive. That's what beast does. No one comes back to alive. But you came back, Debbie. Which means there is no saying for sure either way. That's just because I ran away immediately, but even if he did manage to escape, all that's the more reason not to check the beast den. I want to know for sure whether he is alive or dead. Somewhere in this corner of my heart, in the little corner of my heart, a part of me thinks that he might just actually be dead. I have faith. I am so close to cracking. But to think he won't ever come back to me. Then why don't you just give up on him already? Without knowing for sure, I can't let go. I'll debate with myself forever until I die an old lady about to whether or not he's still alive. That's how my life will end. You want closure. You want to know for sure whether he's alive or dead, right? And if he's dead, you'll be satisfied just knowing it. Right. Which is why I want you to at least follow any possible leads. There might not be anything saying that he's there, but it is true that the remains of the ship that he was washed up on this village. If he wandered the area and ended up at the beast's den where he was killed, then I'll let it go. So please, Javi, tell me where the beast dwells. Make this the last time, huh? Even if you find no trace of him at the beast den, even if you don't figure out where he's alive or dead, you'll give up on your search for him. You assume he's dead. If you don't reach some conclusion, you'll keep searching and keep going into dangerous places, putting yourself at risk. I want you to stop that. To stop going back to your... To stop, go back to your own town and live a normal life. Settle on an answer. If you can promise me that, then I'll tell you where the beast's den is. Okay, I promise. It'll be the last place I look. Two more things. First, I'm going with you. What? But I thought, isn't it dangerous? Exactly. I can't let you go alone. Chavi. I have to go with you and make sure you don't do anything stupid. Alright, fine. And the other one is... You will not enter the den. You don't understand just how dangerous the beast is. It knows no mercy. It knows no mercy. It indiscriminately attacks any human it sees. So you can't let the beast find you. You just examine the den from outside, and when you're done, back to the village. Understood? You need to promise me this. Okay. Right, one more thing. I thought it was just two things. This is less of a promise, more something that would be nice. I decided when we make it back to the village, I would actually like if you could take me to your hometown. Javi. I'll figure out some way to get permission, and I'll do my best not to be a burden on you. I'm still just a kid and there's not a whole lot I could do even in a better place. I'm surprisingly skilled with my hands. If you have work for me, I'll do anything. So there's that. Yes, of course I will. We'll go back to my hometown together and show you all around. You can get some great. You can get some great ham sandwiches there, and we eat them together at the park. You told me that already. Are you ever not hungry, lady? You laugh. You laugh. You just laugh, Javi. Well, back off. I did not laugh. No, you definitely laugh. You're kind of cute when you laugh, Javi. Come on, do it again. Go on, like this. Shut up and stay back. Stop it. Don't touch my cheeks. Well, I want to see it again. I am not your plaything. Hee hee hee. Anyways, let's set up tomorrow. We'll return before it gets dark. You will keep your promise, and you will not do anything dangerous. Got it? Promise. Thank you, Javi. I don't need your thanks. Thank you. That thank you is not just for him agreeing to tell me where the beast den is, but because I can see that Javi is trying to save me. His care calms the turbulent wave that has been crashing inside me. I was always anxious. I always believed, I always thought I'd see him again. But I also recognized that I was practically living a fantasy. I was just too stubborn to admit it. I certainly won't be able to change how I feel immediately. I'll probably continue loving him. Nevertheless, Javi's words resonated comforting me with me. I can see but vaguely a new path, a new way of life appearing before me. That's what he did for me. I'll make this the last time. My final attempt to find him. No matter the outcome, I will stop stubbornly believing he's still alive. And then I'll find happiness on a different path. Master. You've awakened. You gave me quite the startle. Do you not remember? You suddenly started staring off into the distance, and you would not respond to anything I said. I thought you were playing a prank on me. Your hand? Oh yes, I did not let go of it. For if I had, we would be in quite the predicament. Someone's approaching the mansions, you say. You saw them. Those images were not shown to you by me. If you saw something, then it was by your own powers. But if you think about it, that is nothing unusual. You are, after all, the master of this house. You should, in all actuality, be able to do anything I can do by yourself, master. So it is very possible you could have knowledge that I do not. Now let us return to the mansion's tale. After the second base paid a visit, the Bestia began to destabilize again. The white-haired girl would soothe his heart, but the calm was only a perimal. He was like a cracked glass ball. If you drop him, that would be the end. If you put too much pressure, too much force into handling him, he would shatter. He was very difficult to care for, and cracks do not heal. The damage still remains even if the two sides appear to be held together firmly in place. Furthermore, they slowly, gradually, and without intervention spread. The beast appeared to be afraid of someone's voice. He would on occasion stare into an empty space and shout, cover his ears and groan. One day he shattered all the windows in the mansion, crushed the silverware he had just polished to a shine, and destroyed all the mirrors. I assume he did not want to see his beastly self. More. There's more. There's still more that reflects my image. Windows, mirrors, vase, dishes, they all know my reflection. What are you doing? I have no need for anything that reflects me. You can understand that, can't you? Why? You're gonna cut your hands like that. Tracing the walls with her finger, the white-haired girl approached the Bestial. She reached her spindly fingers out towards the beast's rugged hands. His hand was wet with blood from his frenzied attempt to destroy anything reflective in the house. Look at all these cuts. Stop. You're going to dirty your hands. Get back. No, I will not. It's no use. No matter how many times you call me human, the mirrors tell another story. Not just the mirrors, everything reflective shout beast at me angrily. Look at how precarious I am. It's hideous, pitiful. I thought it was all over when I protected you from the beast. But that image keeps coming back to me. The sight of another beast clinging onto me. I can hear its voice. It says I was only ever a beast. A voice? Whose voice? So you don't know, so you can't hear it. You are fighting against something beyond the limits of my perception. Fighting? No, if only if it were a fight. It speaks the undeniable truth. As I have said before, you are not a beast. You look like me, I am certain of it. Your eyes... What? Your eyes, your red eyes. They show you nothing, but they show me what I am. Oh no. They show me the difference between us. Are you afraid of my eyes? If my eyes calls you fair, then you can see... If you can see in them your reflection, then you are welcome to destroy them. Her eyes, oh my god. Rip them from me with your own hands. I have no need for them after all. Why would you go that far from me? You. The voice say that you're laughing at me. Deep down, you ridicule me. Do you believe that? After all the time we spent together, I don't know. I'm starting to lose confidence. I believe you. I think I believe you, but I find myself wavering. I'm losing sight of myself and of you, of everything. In all my memories, I am a beast. The voice say I was always like this, which I suppose means I'm a beast, which can be anything but. Do not trust the voice, instead trust me instead. I do not want to make another mistake. Do something like run away because I am so weak-willed. I do not understand this woman. She's so pure-hearted, so beautiful, like hope personified. I want to understand, to believe her. I'm sure I could do it, but I keep failing. Why? Why am I losing my grip on everything? Are words not enough to convince you? What? Are words not enough to convince you that you are not a beast? Then see for yourself. Feel for yourself. There is but one difference between us. What? What are you doing? Assume our skin and hair and our eyes are different color, but those do not count as differences. The only thing that differs between us is our sex. Oh, hold on. His other shark Bestial was frozen in place, and he was right to be surprised. The sound of rustling fabric shook the air in the forlorn mansion. She had placed her hand on the sleeve of her garments and began to disrobe. long before, gaze upon me. She was standing there completely undressed, oh my god. Her body was incomparably beautiful. Slender, not an ounce of excess fat on her. The sight of her was impressive, almost divine. Even I let out a gasp when I saw her. See for yourself. This was the first time the Bestial has seen the white-haired girl unclothed. Though they slept in the same bed, as I said before, they did not have a physical relationship. She grasped the unmoving hand and guided it towards her. She moved his hand across her flesh along the curve of her shoulder and down her arm, pressed it against her chest firmly enough for him to feel her beating heart. Do you think this caused a stirring within him? There is any man for whom the touch of a woman's skin would not, especially one so beautiful as her. However, he was not aroused. Why do you think that was? Because a beast cannot lust after a human. I believe you know the answer. Why are you crying? Could you smile for me? What? I want to see a smile. Like this? I'm not sure I'm doing a good job. No, you're doing fine. Your smile is so pretty. It calms me, warms my heart. I think I know someone somewhere who has that same smile. Now we're back to this, oh my. Thank you for seeing me off. Don't mention it. I learned so much about this town thanks to you. You made my stay here quite enjoyable. What's the matter? You're looking rather glum. I wonder. Huh? I wonder why the sea exists. Was I born in a poor town, so it's always been there for me? This huge, never-ending, expansive, magnificent ocean. Far too big for a single, measly human like me to cross. It's so pretty. It is. I feel like I understand why you like to see. But right now, I can't help wondering why God created such an enormous ocean. Why didn't he make the world smaller? I'm sorry, I'm talking nonsense. Not at all. I'll probably be back eventually. That's just a part of the job. Now you have lunch at the seaside restaurant again. Quite likely. I bet it'd be mostly meat too. Was your stomach able to handle it? I train up for the next time. Hehe. Oh my god. Your ship is going to embark soon. Yeah. But people get mad if you're not helping them prepare. Most likely. Then you should hurry up. Yeah. Pauline. I just wanted to thank you again. Apparently you taking too much time to show me around. I appreciate you taking so much time to show me around. Is that all? No. I don't know why, but I considered leaving without telling you this. But I was considering leaving without telling you this. I'd like you to tell me. I feel better if you turn me down. What? My homeland is only getting more and more isolated. Unlike your country, mine is not eager to associate with the rest of the world. I probably don't even have their patronage anymore. What am I saying is that I have absolutely no stability. I can't even say for sure whether I will be back. So, you're right, there's nothing but obstacles. I'm sure my mom would be opposed as well. But I fall for you. Oh my god, the way you look staring out at the sea, the shape of your lips when you smile, the kindness in your voice, the more I spend time with you, the deeper I fall in love with you. The whole world could separate us, and these feelings will not change. Okay. But damn will you beat me to it. If I waited, I don't think I'll be able to, I would have ever gotten to it. I say it myself too. I love you, Polly. I fell for you the moment I first saw you. I promise we'll meet again. I promise I'll be waiting. Thank you. The vessel is visible in both of our eyes. This is love strong enough to wash away all tribulations. It's all right there, plain as day, in each of our eyes. Mine's and his. Did you hear something? Huh? A sound like someone's voice. I didn't hear anything. Must have been your imagination. Oh. You want to turn back, lady? Huh? You're looking nervous. I'm just fine. Let's keep moving. Oh, but there's one thing. What? My name isn't Lady, it's just again, shut up. Ladies are so distant. I don't like being called that. So call me Pauline. Polly. Nice. How's that? I could call you Polly. Oh, come on, I really rather you call me Pauline. I'm the only child, so I've always wanted a younger brother or sister, but Polly just makes it sound like I'm the younger one. I'm not your brother, and I'm not a child. You called yourself a kid yesterday, though. That's not what I meant. Oh fine, you can call me Polly. It's not my full name, but I'm glad you're calling me something other than Lady Jabby. Then that's what I'll do. Now you laughed! Be quiet. You're no fun. There's a mansion up ahead, standing on top of a cliff. I can't say why exactly, but I feel like it's something that shouldn't be there. What do you mean? It feels out of place in this era, and something seems off about it. Like it's somehow ethereal, and could disappear at any moment. No, I'm probably just overthinking things. Sorry, that was stupid of me to say. Okay. It's okay. We still can see the mansion Javi's talking about from here. Just a dense overgrowth forest. But for some reason I can get the sense that we're approaching it. It's a strange sensation. Anxiety is bubbling up from deep inside of me, and at the same time I feel like I could burst into tears. Not out of fear, but familiarity. Familiarity? I've never been to this country before. Everything I'm seeing is new to me. There's nothing at all for me to find familiar. Why then? I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you sure you want to do this? I am. You agreed not to go inside. Don't break that promise. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm sorry for putting you through this, making you relive unpleasant memories. But I thank you for accompanying me when you have nothing to gain from it. Don't worry, I just look around. I'm only searching for a sign he was here. And when I'm done, I'll return to the village together. Alright. Okay. Now let's go. We push our way through the dark, dense woods, and then, like the world faded into view after a dream, a mansion appears before us. It rests quietly upon a cliff against the backdrop of an emerald ocean. This is the beast's den? It should by all right be a magnificent scene, but the blue sky and jaded sea clash with the building. It appears alone, isolated precariously from the rest of the world. Yes, this is it. It is the mansion where the beast dwells. Careful not to make any noise, we draw closer to the house. This inexplicable structure sitting in between the forest and the cliff. The fluttering I feel in my heart does not seem to be caused only by fear of the beast. The weeds and plants growing unchecked around the house are tall enough for Javi to hide in. I imagine that's how he approached the mansion the first time, looking in the overgrowth. Say, have the people of the village thought about leaving this area? Moving somewhere else away from the beast's den? Only those with enough savings could do that. Leaving without money and you just die in a ditch somewhere. Everyone has made their lives here in the village. We have farmland, cattle, ships. It's not easy to let all that go. Not everyone can just hop on a boat to another country like you, Polly. We're not wealthy. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I know I was just being too harsh. You're just ignorant. So naive that you believe the whole world is perfect. It's a perfect magical place. I'm just saying that's a bad thing. If you're capable of seeing the world like that, there's no reason you shouldn't look at it any other way. As mature as you can be, Javi, you're also rather cynical. Well, pardon me. When you said you could take me to your own town, that kind of made my day. There's nothing left for me in this village. You'll find plenty of new things, I'm sure. You can even make some friends at my town. After all, you still got a long life ahead of you, Javi. So you should make it a fun one. You make it sound like I'm about to throw myself off a cliff. Well, maybe that's gonna happen. I didn't mean it like that. We should try to keep quiet from here on out. Okay, got it. As we drew closer to the mansion, I could see the ivy twisted across its stone walls. I press my back against the walls and take a few deep breaths. There is a window next to me. If there's really a beast, if there's really a terrible man-eating monster inside, I'm in danger if it catches me. Javi's eyes entreat me not to get any closer, but I have to see. I have to see if there's a mountain of corpses inside these walls. If there's even the slightest trace of him, I'm going to have to look. Peek in from the outside without being noticed. That's all I'm going to do. And when it's done, I'll go home. Through the window, I see a dimly illuminated hallway. Like the garden, the inside is desolate. There's still the sense that someone lives here. It's not completely abandoned. Polly. I see something moving inside the mansion. I hold my breath to whatever is there not to sense my presence, does not sense my gaze. And then, what? A shadow whisk past. No. Polly! Hey, Polly! Open up, please, open the door! Stop it, you idiot, what do you think you're doing? Please, open the door! Polly, you promised me! You lost your mind! Have you lost your mind? The only thing in there is a... It's not a beast. What? It's not a beast. A beast isn't living in this mansion. You're wrong, it is. There's a beast in there. A Bestial. Get away from the door. The beast. It's not a beast. Open the door. Open the... Ah! I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was right. You're alive. No, he's dead. We saw him get killed. I never stopped believing. Is the mansion playing a trick on her? I knew you wouldn't die. Would you? Yukimasa. I had faith you were still alive. Yukimasa is a Japanese name. I wanted to prove it. And I was right. I'm so glad I had faith. I'm so glad I didn't give up. I miss you. All this time I never stopped thinking about you. I've never stopped to imagine our reunion. Yukimasa. I'm so glad that you're alive. Stop it, Polly, get away from him. That's the beast. Wait, what? Yukimasa. Oh, it was a guy. The beast is a man. Yukimasa. So the beast was him? The beast was the merchant? You just won't understand if you don't. Yeah, I already read all of those. I'm not doing it again. Is that a katana in his hand? It is a katana. Oh god, you look crazy. That's it. Yeah, I already read all this. I'm not doing it again. Yukimasa is the beast, we get it. Oh, she was the other beast. Oh, that means he killed her. Yukimasa, oh my, I know how this is gonna end. Yukimasa was wrong. Why are you speaking like that? What? Oh, is he speaking Dutch? Wait, not Dutch. Is he speaking a different language? Oh, is that why we couldn't understand him when we found him in the basement? It's because he was speaking a different language. It's me, Pauline. I came to find you. I've missed you so. Oh my god, this story is something else. Yukimasa? I'm sorry, I don't understand your language because, yeah, it's a different language. Oh god. Different tongue, different language barriers. Ah, wait. Where you go? Yeah, you're gonna get killed. Why? Why did they call him a beast, though? Why are you running from me? Do you not recognize it? Me, Pauline, your love. Why? He went mad, if you can't tell. Your katana. Yeah, there was a katana. Why would you point that at me? You're scaring me. What has gotten into you? Yeah, you're gonna die now. Hey, what's the matter? Mickey Mouse, do you know who I am? No, because you look like a beast to him. It's racism! Oh! I just realized she's the same race as him. And that race is called Bestial. And the people of this town named them Bestias. So she looked the same as him. So he sees her as a What happened? You used to be able to speak my language so fluently. Let's talk, what do you say? Put that thing away, please, it's dangerous. Yeah. You cut me. Yeah. Oh, God. So hot. Why? Yukimasa. It's me. It's Pauline. No, stop, Yukimasa. It is not gonna stop. I'm begging you. Why would you do this to me? Because he lost his mind. Stop this! His blade held above my head glimmers. Why? He's the beast? Tell me, Yukimasa. Did you kill all those villagers? Are you going to kill me? Why? Please, stop. Oh, she's dead. Yuki, it's me. It's Pauline. Please, open your eyes. Let's go back to my town. The chance to ask if you wanted to move to my country. And then we wouldn't have to wait so long to see each other. What do you think, Yukimasa? Burn in hell! Oh, wow. Wow, wow. Why? Tell me why. Oh, now that's gonna look like he found a new woman. Oh. What happened here? Yeah. Broke into mansion was I protected the we already read this. I can hear a woman's voice. I can't keep my eyes open. I wonder who she is. They seem like they're really close. Did you choose someone else? Then you could have just said so. I wouldn't be angry. You sure? Would have been apart for so long. But this does kind of hurt. It hurts. I can't take it just once. Could you turn back and say my name? I proved it that you're still alive. We were lovers, weren't we? Oh. We're lovers, weren't we? So why you said you wanted a peaceful life? I can't take this. It hurts so bad. Yukimasa. I can't take this. What I want most is to spend a nice quiet life with you. I don't need anything extravagant. Just an ordinary life, slowly growing older, having 3, maybe 4 children. We never fight, and eventually, before I knew it, I will be an old lady. Thinking, it was an uneventful life, but it was the best I could have asked for. That's the life I want. And what about you? Yes, I too wish for a peaceful life with you. Oh. Javi. Pauline! It couldn't... Again, I couldn't do it. Nah. Master, what's the matter? You look pale as a ghost. What? I lied to you. Yes, you did. I've not told you a single falsehood, Master. About the beast. That means you were seeing her memories then. Is that so? That must have been quite difficult to witness. But I assure you I have told you no lies. The Bestial was convinced he was a beast. And as the servant of this house, it's my responsibility to present my former master to you as he saw himself. Okay. This would have been a very difficult story had you not discovered the truth. A beast meets a white-haired girl and learns humanity. That tale would have been far easier on you, I'm sure. By remaining in the dark and seeing the story through his eyes alone, you would not have had to witness that poor girl's miserable death. And that perhaps would have been better for you. But the reality you observe through her eyes changes the truth of his tale. And it sounds like the vision you had did not run parallel to the events I described for you, but took place slightly earlier in time. Which means that yes, her fate was set in stone well before you ever saw it. Do I have to wonder though, why did Bestial believe the woman to be a beast like him? Perhaps it was her hair, eye, and skin color was similar to him. Yeah, I knew. Race. The poor young woman who called upon the mansion did indeed resemble Bestial. They were of similar race. I called it. Half of her blood was the same race as his. But was that the only reason? Would that be enough for him to mistake her for a beast? Yes. Internalized racism. I have my own theory. His memories may have played a role. I suspect Bestia was afraid of the memories of when he was human would cause them to waver. But that's simply my own speculation. Perhaps he had merely lost grips on reality. How well have you come to understand Bestia, Master? Do you appear to think he was an ordinary human who believed himself to be a beast? But where does the line between man and beast truly lie? Good question. That I do not know. Master, if like Bestia, you were to lose your memories and endure persecution and degradation until you broke, would you still remember those you care for? Now our tale is not yet over. The web of misfortune was oh so tightly entangled. It could not be unraveled. Let us return now from her memories to the point we left off in our story. Just after the white-haired girl has disrobed, showing Bestia the difference between her and him. This was, yes, several days following the young woman's death. Oh, that's just shameful. The blood in the halls has been cleaned up, and there was no trace of any of it any longer. He had made a tremendous mistake. Though the only people aware of this mistake are you and I, there is perhaps a chance that the white-haired girl realized, but she knew nothing of the woman. So I entreat you not to fault the white-haired girl for trying to be kind to Bestia. She is without sin in any and all times. The beasts know the man made the white-haired girl put her clothes back on. He seemed to have calmed down a bit. After examining her body and comparing it to his own, he was once again coming to think he might not be a beast. In the past, he would have rejoiced to have proof of his own humanity. However, it was for him then the seeds of several new doubts. You said I am human. Yes. Do you still believe this? I certainly do. You are simply mistaken. You believe yourself to be a beast because of what the villagers said. And she's right. Why do they call me the beast? If I were able to see, I could surely answer all your questions. But I cannot. So all I can offer you is my conjecture. Go on, tell me. I suspect you do not come from this country. No, you do not come from this continent. You came to this continent from far, far away, perhaps even across the seas. And this land has been cast into turmoil by the war. Fortunately, no fighting reached the village, but it has blocked trade routes, stripped them of their independence, and cast a dark shadow over their hopes. They are quite devastated, I imagine. And then you showed up. From what I have heard, this area is not particularly friendly to people from other countries, even less so from another continent. I doubt they know much about distant lands, so they had probably never seen someone like you before. But in addition, you would have been worried and worn. I guess you were emancipated and wasted away. Enough so that you did not even look like yourself. Do you remember how you arrived at the village? When I woke up, I was on the beach. I don't remember anything before that. My joints ached and I was incredibly thirsty. I was in so much pain I sought help. But nothing I said got through to the villagers. I did not understand what they said either. But the one thing you did understand was that they could call you Bestial. Right. I also understood that the word has been used to describe beast. The way they look at me, it wasn't normal, so I imagined at first they simply did not want the trouble. That they didn't actually think you were a beast. Simply that this wretched man, unfamiliar in appearance, who was washed ashore, resembled a beast. Washed ashore. You were in an accident, were you not? While crossing the sea? I do not remember. I can't remember. No, I mustn't remember. If I am not a beast, that means the other beast wasn't one either. What did the beast... Oh, he's now realizing that. What did the beast look like? It looked somehow familiar to me. Its hair color, skin color, and eye color. And the way it spoke seemed vaguely familiar. Which means it was... I cannot accept that. If I do, then that means I have done something terrible. No. What? They did call me a beast. I was in fact a beast. I've been saying that, as I've been saying, that's because... Tell me I am a beast, please! Let me remain a beast! He can't accept the fact that he probably killed one of his own people, so to justify that, he would rather be a beast. How do you imagine he saw the world? I cannot even begin to fathom. But you can never know what someone else sees. And there's nothing to say they see the same thing as you. As you and I have seen different things, so did the man and his lover see different things. Or perchance the true shape of the world is visible only through the white-haired girl's eyes. Do you think the reason he so stubbornly rejects his human memories is because he has taken the life of his beloved? Yeah. I personally believe that there's more to it than that. Oh god. Someday you shall remember. You shall remember everything. I will not allow you to avert your eyes. Remember that you have always been a beast, incapable of saving anyone, only of taking. Remember, and suffer, agonize, ride, anguish, grieve, suffer. Good lord. The maid has a bone to pick with this guy. Pauline's father, such a damn shame. Our homeland is but a stone throw away and they still won't let us in. Just how long are they going to maintain this stance? Regrettable is it, incident son, Yukimasa. Yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Captain Amasa. We can make it this far on the white man's ship, but they give us no response to our missives. I'm not sure it's even reaching the magistrate's hands. It is so difficult to even the slightest bit accommodating for your fellow countrymen. They seem to be treating their white men rather poorly as well. I hear they imprisoned them on a tiny man-made island. There's no way to make friends. Well, all things considered, we can hardly call this our homeland anymore, anyways. For how many generations has your family lived overseas again? I am the third. I see. I doubt you have any attachments to this land. That's not true. I may never have the opportunity to set foot on her soil, but my spirit dwells with this land. My grandfather has told me much about this country. Of her rich, vibrant seasons and a boundless beauty. I am deeply grateful that you invited me on this voyage to visit her, Captain Amasa. I have finally, if only at a distance, laid eyes upon my home. I cannot say when this era may draw to a close, but I hope the time comes when we can proudly proclaim her our motherland. You can't find food this good back home. I eagerly await the day that becomes true. Indeed, as do I. I've lied to her. She believed I was born in Orient. But in truth, I've never once set foot in that country. I was born in Europe. My family has not been permitted to return since my grandparents left. I can still remember as clear as day the look of profound regret on my grandfather's face as he departed from this world. He bequeathed unto me a katana. On that day, the blade became one object binding me to my homeland. Is it Japan? I could not bring myself to tell her that I am disallowed to return home, and I did not want her to think that I had been forsaken by my country, that my country would do such things. However, some part of me believed there was more to it than that. A smuggler. Yeah, I've never would have expected it, not on this ship. One of the crews were conspiring with the government officials. He hid unreported goods aboard and delivered them in secret. What goods? Silver coins. Spanish coins traded for more than their worth as currency. The official was sent to commit seppuku, that's suicide. Japanese stabbing themselves in the stomach. Punishment, but we were responsible for our own crew punishment. I'm still trying to decide how to handle it. Yukimasa. Haven't commit seppuku as well. The sailor has brought shame upon the entire ship. If he is made to take responsibility for his actions, then perhaps we can minimize the damage to our reputation. You make a fair point. Unfortunately, he is not of this land. I doubt he is familiar with the ritual. Then I shall serve as his second and ensure he dies without issue. Have you lost your mind? I have been trained in the arts. It's unlikely I should fail. You are not a samurai though. I was born into a family of samurai. At least it was until 3 generations ago. But that blood still courses through my vein. Very well then. That's how we shall do it. We now commence the ritual seppuku of our fellow crewsman Seedorf. Seedorf, in violations of restrictions set in place by the shogunate, committed the grave crime of smuggling prohibited goods into the country. In order to atone for his betrayal of trust of both nations, he vows to take his life here before you. Seafarer. Yukimasa. Do you have any last words? I deeply regret that we should have to lose a companion with whom we have traveled the 7 seas in this matter. Do it. It wasn't me. What? It wasn't me. I've been set up. I didn't smuggle anything. I didn't do anything about any silver coins. I don't know anything about any silver coins that have been framed. Believe me. Yukimasa, he said the accusation was false. Lies to escape punishment. I could not allow him to continue shaming himself and us when his fate was already decided. It will only serve to tarnish this ship's honor. But an investigation was performed, and it's our duty to trust those results. You're right. Yes, you're right. Good work. Now this needs to be cleaned up. Yes, sir. I'm sure I was mistaken, but I would like to ask you anyways. Were you smiling as you did it? You must have been seeing things. Was that really the only reason? I couldn't bring myself to tell her the truth. Yukimasa. What? What was that dream? Was that from my memories? No, no. Asuna, I never met that man. Or that woman. No, I would just know it wasn't me. I don't remember anything. Not a thing, not a single thing. I'm a beast, I'm not human, I don't need those memories. Are you there? What's her name? Are you there? Where are you, blank? Come to me. Be with me. Peace. My peace. He needs peace. Where are you? Have you gone? Where have you gone? Why you're not by my side? I don't remember anything. Stop remembering. The ocean. Yukimasa. Is that a silver coin? Spanish silver. Some weeks after we set off back west, I find a silver coin on the ship's hull. I don't know if it got overlooked or dropped when transporting the rest, but there is just one. The first thing I think when I find it is that I should report it to Captain Amasa. But instead, I slip the coin into my pocket and take my leave of the whole, as if nothing happened. Not for the purpose of smuggling it for some extra cash. It only has extra value in the east, back west. It's only worth nothing more than its destined value as currency. So again, it's not for want of money. Well, damn. It seems Cedar might have been innocent after all. Perhaps so. And if he had no hands in the smuggling, then I have done a horribly regrettable thing. No. As you said, an investigation was conducted. We have no choice but to believe the information we were given. You mustn't blame yourself. I feel bad for putting such an unpleasant responsibility on you. Not at all. Now, how do we handle this? I can't believe a silver coin was found in someone else's luggage. It would be best to handle this internally. Publicly, we have already made our amends with Seedorf Des. That's true. Though it would be impudent to try to discover where he is acquiring the coins. So as to prevent another such incident, should one of our crew be caught smuggling again, he would not be the only one asked to take responsibility. I have great sympathy for you, Captain Amasa. This is quite the headache. I can't imagine he would give up his connections just because we asked. We can't force him. If he doesn't want to talk, then we had to give him some encouragement. But I couldn't. Worry not, Captain Masa. I shall take care of the dirty work. You needn't trouble yourself with anything, Captain. Leave it all to me. Captain, very well. I leave this in your hand, Yuki Masa. Yes, sir. Seaford. How are you feeling? Hey, untie me. What's the meaning of this? A silver coin was discovered in your luggage. Huh? A silver coin? Interesting. It would seem you have quite a knack for acting. Hold on. I don't follow. I thought the smuggling problem was taken care of. Seedorf wasn't the only one doing the smuggling. It was you. See fear, okay. Like hell, I never seen any damn silver coins. This is some kind of mistake. Check my bags again. A coin was found in your luggage, regrettably. Captain Masa saw it himself. Lies, I swear, I've never touched anyone. Is it so? I swear, never once. Please believe me, I'm no smuggler. I've done good work, even on this expedition. You know, I'm not someone who would get involved in smuggling. I don't know what kind of person anyone is. We may have known each other for years, but that doesn't mean we have any way of knowing. What do you think in private, how you feel, what kind of person you are? You smuggled coins, didn't you? I didn't. I had nothing to do with it. Who was your supplier? I'm telling you, I'm no smuggler. It puts Captain Amasa in an uncomfortable position if we don't talk. We can't risk damaging our homeland trust any further. I swear to God, I had nothing to do with it. So you won't tell. How can I tell you something I don't know about? I see. You believe me? So it's very important information. It's very, very important information. Enough so that you can't give up on this so easily. In which case, I just have to do what I just have to do what I have to do to make you talk until you talk. What are you? Whenever you're ready to talk, just let me know. I'll stop right away. Hey, stop, what are you? Quite a thick finger you have. Let go, what are you? But it's all meat. Your bones aren't any thicker than anyone else's. My finger. Oh, don't start screaming yet. That was just first, your little finger. Next is your ring finger. Stop, please, I'm begging you. Are you ready to talk? I told you I don't know anything. Too bad. Your middle finger. Don't. Your right hand is going to be useless if you don't start talking soon. Oh my god. What do you want me to tell you? I swear I had nothing to do with it. What has you so stubbornly refusing to talk? Is this supplier really worth going to such lengths to protect? No, I can't tell you what I don't know, that's... All that's left is your tongue. Help, someone get me. So, we're perfectly clear, everyone on board knows what you did. No one's going to come to a smuggler's aid. God, I can't take any more of this. Please stop. Ready to talk. What would it be? I'll talk. Okay, I'll talk. If anything you tell me is a lie, you can consider your life forfeit. Are you ready to tell me the truth? You investigate the details of your confession. If you lie, we will find out. Understood? But I speak. But Or can't you? I don't know anything. That's a shame. Well, you won't be using your right hand ever again. Although there are still 5 fingers on your left. Are you in pain? Do you want me to stop? Yes, please. Alright. 4 left. That's quite the face. I wish I could show it to you in a mirror. What is wrong with you? You monster! I'm not doing this because I want to. You're the one forcing my hand by refusing to talk. Now go on, spit it out. You wouldn't believe anything I said anyways. How long have you been doing this? You're the first. Liar, you sick bastard. The truth is though, then why are you smiling? Yeah, this guy's been a beast before. The maid was right, he is a beast. He was always a beast. 3 left. What would it be? Would you tell me everything, no lies, and no omniscience? It wasn't me, it was me, I didn't do anything. Oh god. 2 left. It's surprisingly how easy they break. No. Stop. This is the last one. You didn't even give him a chance to say anything. It burns, my fingers are on fire. Now what next? It burns, it burns, it burns. Are you listening? Hello? This over a few broken fingers. Need me to wake you up? Let me tell you something. I'm the one who put the coin in your luggage, you bastard. Of course you don't know anything. Anyone get here, the silver coin one isn't... Don't go shouting things you regret. Oh god. It's hard to fight back with your hands in that condition. Having trouble breathing, huh? Well, are you? You need air. I guess it's hard to talk when my hands are on your throat, huh? Oh god, this guy was always crazy. Do you want air? Alright. Then you can have some air. Anyone please? He doesn't learn. I can see the words written on his face. Why? Why are you doing this? Why? That is a good question. I'm not even sure myself. Hey. Answer me. He's dead. Well damn. I missed the opportunity to use my katana. I tossed the man's body overboard. My story will be that he sneaked out while I wasn't looking, and threw himself into the sea. As I watched the sack of flesh sink into the depths, I'm thoroughly shocked to realize that I don't feel the slightest bit bad about what I've done. He's a psychopath. No regret, no more remorse, nothing. I comprehend that things I've done are irreprehensible. They're evil, but that knowledge wasn't sufficient to restrain my urges. There's just an itch I've felt deep within my chest ever since the moment my blade sunk its teeth into Cedar's neck. Oh god. Don't know what to call it, bloodlust. But I feel like I'm floating, like everything swirling about inside of me has been unleashed, set free. There's also an edge of anxiety though. If I continue down this path, what might I transform into? A beast. Despite feeling not the slightest bit guilty about the horrible things I've done, I still fear this life I've maze slipping away from me. I want something to anchor me. What exactly am I? A beast. You were always a beast. Is this what I wanted to become? The kind of man who can take another's life without flinching, fully aware of his actions. If that's truly what I am, perhaps it will make things easier if I did lose everything. Oh, don't scare me like that. Where did you pick up our, This is Dutch. This is some Dutch country. I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm sorry, really. I've been through all of this. I'm just skipping. Whoa! I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What? What am I? Who am I? Who? What is this? What is this room? What are those colored windows? Were those here before in the mansion? I know what that is. It's an angel. The angel. The angel is looking at me and laughing. The angel is looking down on me and laughing. Oh, don't break it. What are you doing? The angel is laughing at me. The angel. So the angel. You. Where were you? I went to the kitchen to get a drink of water. You have nothing to worry about. I will not run away from you. I'm not human. Am I? I am not human. You are. Not a human. You are you. It's alright. I imagine it's quite disconcerting having lost your memories. But no matter what happens, you will always be you. Don't be afraid. Are those the words of encouragement I truly wanted to hear? Am I afraid of being myself? I don't know. I don't think about it. I am a beast with no memories. Well, you're right about one thing, you are a beast. Yeah, it's about time we got to see this screen, it's been long. His psyche drifted radically between human and beast. If he accepts himself as human, it might cause memories better left buried to return to him. If he accepts himself as a beast in exchange for his memories, he would no longer be able to rejoin human society. The white-haired girl feverishly supported him in these precarious times. I was quite amazed that I've never imagined that she would grow to be such a strong woman. Nevertheless, God is a cruel master. For what strength he gave her spiritually, he took an equal part of her physically. Though she persisted, the day in and day out, to stay by the man's side, one day she suddenly fell ill. Whether in the throes of a high fever, and not knowing the cause, he fell into a perpetual panic. There was no medicine in the mansion. They could hardly manage to put together sufficient nutritious meals. Though there was no medicine, maybe there was something else that could make her feel better. However, everything he could think of required him to leave the house. Hey. Is there anything you would like? Anything I would like? I'm considering visiting the village. I see. You go into the village. I thought I might be able to get some medicine. I would prefer to bring a doctor here, but no one will come if they learn you were in this mansion. So, He was planning to put on a disguise to enter the village as a person. The white-haired girl smiled when she heard his idea. She had, after all, always wanted him to think of himself as a human. However, because she was so pure-hearted, she did not comprehend the full extent of the slaughter he had confessed to committing. The revenge he had taken on those who had chased them around. How sinister his crackling and furious his reaping. She did not grasp just how serious it was. She had faith that Bestial had kindness in his heart. If you cannot get any medicine, then buy me some oranges, please. Oranges. This land is blessed by the sun, so you should be able to find some wonderful fresh oranges. Will that make you feel better? Yes, it should. Okay. Bestia's mind was made up. He would don the skin of a human for her to protect the peace he had. He would return to the place that had left him with many painful memories. It was to him the source of his fear. Whenever he let his guard down, their shouts will play back in his mind. Bestia, 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 hideous beast. Though he had physically conquered the people who lived there, Bestia memories of the village still haunt him. But her health meant more to him than any of that. He was willing to cast aside his fear if it meant the white-haired girl would recover. The girl, still in her bed, made his way out of the mansion. He crossed the overgrown forest, pushing forward one step at a time, all the while trying to brush aside his apprehension, until he arrived at the village. This is why they call me a beast, where I was almost killed, and where I killed them. I look different than I did then. I'm dressed differently too, but can I play the part? Can I act convincing enough humans? I have no choice, there's no other villages. I can't let her die. Excuse me, could you answer a question for me? A village man looked at me, only for a moment. But for me, that moment was torturously long. A faint look of panic crosses his face, perhaps in fear of my appearance. He's staring at me. Will he point his finger and call me a beast? Will the other villagers come to kill me? However, haven't seen you around here before. He didn't recognize me. Yes, I come from a faraway land and I'm unfamiliar with this area, so... Ah, you're just like a nobleman on a secret trip or something. Something like that. You look really pale though. Searching for a doctor? Yes, but not for me. My companion has come down with a fever. Oh, sorry to hear. Well, I'd love to introduce you, but he's out right now. And he won't be back for a few days. I see. And where might I be able to buy fruits? There's a shop around that corner. Thank you very much. Don't mention it. Do you take care, traveler? It's dangerous out there. Oh, the city changed from how it was before. I'm starting to attract attention, but not the same kind as before. They don't look at me with revulsion, hatred, or fierce indignation. They're simply curious. The village feels different than the last time. They couldn't have changed this drastically. Or is it because I really did look like a beast then? And now I look like a human. I don't know. Excuse me. Me? Yes. I would like to buy some fruits, some oranges. Oranges? Alrighty, just a second. The fruit vendor does not recognize me as a beast eater. Any other year and they would be a lot plumper than this. But this year we had the end of the war and this whole mess with the beast, and it's just been crazy. If you like, how about you come back in a few years and try our oranges again? They will be several times better, I assure you. I'll keep that in mind. Yvette, that will be... I'm sorry I don't have any local currency. Would this suffice? What? How is... No good, I take it. No, on the contrary, it's hardly fair for you to be trading a jewel for a few oranges. That's all I have to offer, though. I hope you can exchange it for money. Sure. You nobles are something else. Noble. You look noble, aren't you? Though if you wander around dressed too well, you put yourself in danger. You might find yourself stripped bare by a bandit, or perhaps even catch the attention of the beasts. The beasts. Everyone mentions the beasts. They speak of me. Have you heard the tales? I have not. There's a beast den not far from this village. It attacked before, but we've been living in fear, never knowing when it might attack again. But that all ends today. Wait, what? The men have finally found their spines, and they got together and went out to exterminate it. What? You never guess who's responsible. A kid, a little boy. Oh, did he come and tell everybody? A little boy is spearheading the attack. Never would have expected a little kid to whip up our lazy, cowardly men into shape. The boy is the only one who knows where the beast den. Hold on. They're gonna go to the mansion, and the only person there is the white-haired girl. What about your oranges? It doesn't matter. The men have banded together, and they're going to kill the beast. Why now? Why when I'm not there? The beast, I'm right here. What you trying to hunt? The only person at the mansion right now is her. He regretted not asking the fruit vendor how long ago the party set off, though what good would that knowledge have done him? He had to hurry back regardless. The sun was beginning to set, draping the surrounding in a deep blackness. As if to keep him from returning home, the knight wore its hands around his head, covering both eyes. In what direction did he have to head to return to the mansion? He stormed through the forest, and eventually the mansion appeared before him, like the world fading into view after a dream. Bestial was a tempest in the night, blowing through the overgrowth towards the house. Please make it a time. I need her. I need the peace she provides me. The last thing I want is for her to die. In the blink of an eye, he was through the door, charging down the mansion's halls. He could not make sense of anyone else inside, though. All he could hear was whoosh, the sound of wind blowing through the house from somewhere. It seems a window was open. Where are you? Where have you gone? Answer me please. Blank. He cried out the girl's name again and again until his throat was sore and his voice hoarse. But she did not respond. He rushed into her bedchamber. Hey, hello. Where are you? Answer me. The man swung his head back and forth so hard that he thought he might break his own neck, and when he made to look down, he slipped, falling on his tailbone. He felt something stick on his hand, a sensation he would recognize anywhere. Blood. The liquid was still warm. No, that cannot be. It can't. It can't. It cannot be. Muttering incomprehensibly in fear, he crawled back through the door of the chamber and into the corridor. Like a genuine beast, he followed the trail of slippery fluid on all fours. The trail glimmered like red wine. Stretched down the hall, past the living room, spared across the floor like it had been wiped down with a mop. The man crawled and crawled until at last he reached the stairs leading down to the cellar, where he was found. The ruby trail continued. From beyond the door he could hear men's voice. Ah! Ah! With a howl, the man stumbled down the stairs, throwing open the wooden door. His first impression was that the stench of blood was suffocating, and indeed he discovered the white-haired girl. He found himself unable to scream. Her once porcelain skin was no longer even sickly pale. It was now the bloodless color of dirt. She was sprawled hazardly out on the cellar's floor, dry blood stained around her half-open mouth. And those lips were unnaturally lacking their former rosy sheen. Her body was covered with an array of wounds, but the most prominent was the man's singular sword standing tall in her chest. This is Bestial. He doesn't look like the same. It's him, Javi. He's the same guy. He's the Bestial. The other villagers surround him at the height of a young boy. He's gotten himself all dressed up proper and fancy, but the good clothes won't make him a good man. Is that right, you beast? No. You murderer. Why did you kill her? 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 Why? You want to know why? Her death was an accident, I'll say. I feel bad about what happened. But any woman who would live with a man like you must be a witch, you bastard child. Does that hurt? Are you hurting right now, Bestial? Then maybe now you understand. You not only stole my parents and my friends from me, but you ripped the last shred of hope I had from my hands. Do you get it? You finally understand how I feel. Now, do you know how it feels to have someone you care about taken away from you? She, Pauline, was desperately trying to find you. Why would you kill someone so devoted to you? Would you understand what you've done? I'm asking you a question, you goddamn murderer. I see. And now I have nothing left. What? The man stepped forward almost perfectly calm. His panic had vanished as if they were never... if it was never there. His eyes were disturbingly vacant. Perhaps the sorrow had overpowered him, beating his heart into quiet submission. No, that was not the case. Though his eyes were empty, a faint smile spread across his lips. Oh no, he's going crazy again. The transition was swift, as though a gear had switched in his mind. The boy and the other villagers were frozen in place at the sight. Before long, the man was standing before the deceased girl's body. Then he pulled the blade from her chest. I knew it. I really was a beast. And what I wanted was a tether. What are you yammering on about? Didn't you care about that woman? Then you choose her over Pauline, who you then threw aside and butchered. What is wrong with you? What was she to you? She was my serenity. But she's dead now, and there's nothing I can do about that. Peace, calm, tranquility. Ha ha ha. The man's behavior was downright eerie, causing the boy to flinch back. Believing he had everything taken from him, and could not possibly lose anything more, I imagine what had followed him, what had allowed him to stand up to the beast, the source of such crippling fear. Yet now he found himself unable to move. He found himself in the face of such an incomprehensible creature paralyzed with fear, and the villagers were similarly dumbstruck. Not even I could understand his behavior. What the hell is wrong with you? How can you laugh at this? I don't get it. How indeed, I wonder myself. I don't know either. But you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. Because every last one of my anchors have broken off and sunk into the sea. Damn it, get moving! Kill him! I'll slaughter every last one of you! Ah, yes. My whole life. I've always wanted to kill. Oh God! What was it that afflicted you with the wish with such madness? Losing your memory in the shipwreck? The abuse and insults you suffered at the villagers' hands? Or was it your grief at not being able to return to your homeland? No, none of those were the root. You were always like this. You always bore those twisted desires. You held these deep, constrained urges to cause others harm. That is your essence. The real you hidden beneath the mask of sincerity. The true beast was your heart. The beast was a covenant skin for you to wear. You wanted to be brutal, savage, a brutal, savage murderer. You never really loved the white-haired girl, or the black-haired woman for that matter. You were merely attached to them, fixated on the idea of a world of tranquility. Use this piece to anchor yourself to prevent you from drifting off into the ocean of your desires. You yearn to cause pain. So hungering for the opposites, a calm life. You idolize the idealistic life spent in quiet harmony with another, because you knew just how difficult it would be for you to attain. Far more difficult for for you than satisfying your cravings, but not impossible. I personally had hoped you would find peace with someone rather than descend into savagery. It may have only been superficial, but it would have been very human. But ultimately peace slipped through your fingers, and no one was left to suppress your desires. You cannot, after all, hold them back yourself. What a tragic man. What a hopeless man you are. Is that the end of the... Yeah, that's the end of the door. Door of the cellar swung shut. You have fallen to the floor at some point, unable to bear the stench of blood. The maid stood behind you. Her arms wrap around your shoulders. And this is where we end this video. To the next door? Yes. Saved. Okay.